Hey everyone, Jeff here. Just wanted to give you guys another update of how things are going as our family, as the Adams family are moving towards Kauai. And today I wanted to talk a little bit more towards the financial end of things to give you an update of where we're at and where we need to be and maybe some ways that you could partner with us as we're headed forward. Right now, as of today, we have about $2,000 pledged, and some of that is even already coming in and helping us set up some reserves towards our $5,000 a month budget for our family. Now, that's great. It's awesome. We have, out of that, that's a small group of people that are supporting us financially, and then there's a larger group as well, that about 58 people that are also just being kept in the loop and want to know what's going on as life goes forward. So those two things are awesome and huge praises. And as we're looking at the 5,000, it can be a little bit intimidating because we know that the economy as it stands right now, it's tough for people to be able to give and to contribute. And so we want to be able to give you some creative ways that you might consider taking on a monthly cost for us as we're headed towards Kauai. So in Kauai, one of the things that we'd like to do is Kim and I, and we don't get to do this as much now because of our 4 boys, but as we head there, one of our desires entering into this phase of sort of life and ministry is we want to be able to have a weekly date night. So we've set aside in that budget $100 a month or $25 a week towards that end. So what that would look like is maybe you would want to say, hey, you know what? I want to take on one date night a month and take on that expense so that you guys can go on a date. And so we'd need 4 people to take on one date night a month, and that would cover all those expenses. Or maybe more tangibly, you might want to help us out with our kids' expenses. Right now it's about $100 a month that we spend on our 4 boys to cover their clothes and diapers and everything else like that. So maybe you want to say, hey, you know what, I'll contribute one boy's monthly expenses to cover his shoes or whatever he might need for 1 month, every month for the whole year. And maybe and actually it's going to be about 3 to 5 years that we'll need help with that. But I want to contribute to this one boy. Maybe you have a boy that you like and you know, or you're related to our family. You're like, hey, I'll take on Eli. Or maybe you just want to be anonymous. It's fine as well. You can say just any kid. I just want to take on one child. That's another way that you could help us out. Beyond that, there are also the expenses that come with our ongoing costs for things like our utilities. Utilities in Kauai are enormously expensive. It's usually about $400 per month to cover expenses like gas and garbage and water, electric, things like that. So maybe you could be one of the people that want to say, hey, I'll take on 1 week a month, or $100 I'll take on per month to help you pay for your utilities. Maybe you want to take on more than that. Maybe you can say, I'll just take a portion of weeks, or $50, and we would need 4 people to take on $100 a month, or 8 people to take on $50 a month. You can do the math from there. These expenses are just things that we normally need to take on. When we talk about utilities, we're not talking about cable. We're just talking about basic utilities to cover our life and the things we need to do within ministry. And so those are just a couple ways, and we'll continue to have more. We'll have some attached below this video that you can look at, ways in which you can partner. And if you're interested in doing that, you could just send us a note at kauai@seasidechurch.com. That's the email, or there'll be a link below that you can also click on and give us your information. We'd love to have you partner with us in that way. And the reason we are asking in this way is because we know that sometimes it takes an additional saying, hey, how could you be involved in order for you to be able to take on this next step? And so if that's something you want to do, we just ask that you'd respond and let us know, even if you aren't going to be able to contribute till next year, just so we can start to plan, just like anybody else does for budgets and so on and so forth. We hope you guys are doing well. Things are good here. We just want to thank you again for partnering with us and watching this video and keeping up to date. We love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day. All right, talk to you later.